most part, though, the holiday selling season is over. We do have some training for those last minute sales. Some of you that still have shipping, by all means, keep pounding away. You're almost there. You're almost there. And for those of you that are done, you know, like, dust yourself off, celebrate it. We made it through another amazing, amazing year of 2016. For us, though, for this particular training, we're getting ready to turn the page, okay? We're starting to talk about 2017. I could not be more excited about the new year. Like I said, I think 2016 was a rough year. Lots of changes, lots of things going on, both good and bad, in our country and around the world. And I really am just excited about kind of this next chapter and where we are heading. But like anything else, before we can start new, we really have to close the book on the old. And so that's what today's training is about, is things that you want to do to put yourself at the absolute best place you can be for 2017. Now I'm working on, I have a new blog post coming up for, you know, how to clean up your business for the new year. It's kind of a thing on spring cleaning, but you know what, guys, we don't need to wait till the spring. It's just like, you know, I said a month ago that I was gonna, you know, go into keto and stuff like that. And my husband, or Mike, is like, you know, wait till the new year. I'm like, why would we wait until the new year if we know that we have a goal we want to do and want to get started on now? Why wait? I don't care if it's not a Monday or not a first of the month or, you know, whatever. We can start that now. So I have a blog post that's going to be coming out that is more consultant driven for the things that we want to do for the new year. But this is going to be more geared towards kind of the leadership side. But even so, it's still kind of the idea and the concept of spring cleaning. So because leaders, we always have to do things and then our team kind of follows suit. What you want to do, oh goodness, I'm just went my is start now so that your team will follow you. Nobody has to wait until the spring. But as leaders, you know, we always have to do it first, and then they kind of follow. So we're going to be talking about, I think there are 7 things. Some of them are fun. Some of them are not fun, like at all, not even a little bit, all right? So the very first thing, and you may have seen that I did it on Facebook the other day, is to empty your inbox, okay? The last couple of weeks, we've all been inundated with email. I don't know about you, but it seems like from the week of Thanksgiving and still going, I am getting tons and tons and tons and tons of emails. I know that Angie was working on this last night. I did it last week. You know, happiness isn't not even an empty inbox, but a manageable inbox. I looked at my dad had something like 68,000 emails in his inbox because he like refuses to delete anything. The amount of anxiety that causes is just ridiculous. Okay, especially if you are using something like Gmail where they have a search option and stuff. Spend these next couple of days / weeks that you have some downtime cleaning up that inbox. If you have a bunch, like I have a folder for things that I want to read. Now here's the thing, there's probably 300 things in there, okay? Just being honest, but at least they are organized and somewhere. And the thing is I'm not going to, yay, did I do this morning? Good, so we can check that one off the list. So the thing is, you're not gonna lose something, miss something, forget something, whatever, if you have things at least in the correct folders or kind of at least in the right places. Your inbox does not have to read 0, but it needs to be manageable to whatever you can handle. If there's things that you have been meaning to reply to, reply. If there's things that you have been meaning to send, like this is kind of all, you know, encapsulating. On that same note, go ahead and use that unsubscribe. The thing is, we change over the course of the year. Excuse me, and there are things that I signed up for in the very beginning of the year that I no longer need, that I'm no longer interested in. I literally get probably 30 emails a week for virtual runs that are going on. And you guys, probably have seen that I've had to hang up my running shoes for an injury. So, I spent some time unsubscribing from those because receiving them only makes me feel bad, So spend some time unsubscribing. Spend some time cleaning out. If you're constantly having to manage things coming in and there's that newsletter that you haven't read since June, unsubscribe. If later you find that you need it, you can always go back and subscribe. Also, speaking of subscribe, make sure that you're receiving our newsletters. We're no longer doing the quick tips, but we do have those Monday e-newsletters coming out every single Monday morning. And there is tons of information and will continue to be tons of information. There's the goings on of Party Plan Divas. There's any specials or anything that we have, any new products, as well as a training, a free training every single Monday. So make sure you're subscribed to that. The next thing is to update social media. Now, here's what I mean by that. I want you to take a piece of paper and write down all of the different social medias that you are on. If you have a Facebook page, that's one entry. If you have a Facebook group, that's an entry. Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever, okay? Make your list and then go through each one. Go to your Facebook page. Is your about still the same, or can you spruce it up? Do you need to add a new profile image? Is there something that you could have in there, that is more appealing going into the new year? How about your Facebook cover photo? How about that pinned post on your Facebook page? Where does that direct people to? Same thing with your Facebook groups. You have a team Facebook group and a customer Facebook group. You need to go through and clean those out. If it's a team Facebook group, is everybody that's still in there still active? If not, you can remove them. What about the files section of that group? Do you have updated files in there? Is there anything that can be cleaned out? Twitter, update the image, update the cover photo. Instagram, update the image, update the bio, update. You get my point. Go ahead and clean all of that out. All of this is digital clutter. Okay, and we want to clean it all out. There is something cosmic that happens when we get all of this clean too. It is going to feel so much better when you give it a new look, give it a new feel. It's the reason why it's so funny if you talk to bloggers and small business owners that run websites. It's like there's something magical about like a new logo design or a new blog design or something like that that brings a ton of momentum and excitement. You can do that yourself, even if you have a corporate replicating site, by updating your social media. That is the part of the business that you own. But you're going to be, one of the things that I say about success is that you have to make sure that you have made room for the success that you want to have in your life. The way that the universe works is if you are so busy and you are so stressed and you are so, worried about the universe is not going to give you all of the business and success and stuff that you want because you wouldn't be able to handle it. If I handed you 100 new consultants right now, could you handle it? Most times the answer to that is no. And so obviously nobody's handing you 100, we hope, today, but you want to be able to make room so that if in 2017 100 come to you, you have everything that they need, organized, done, set up, ready to roll, okay? So clean up that digital clutter and garbage. Also, if you have your own newsletter and you're not using one that's corporate, so something through Constant Contact or MailChimp or whatever, clean that up too. How about your customer list? So on Monday, the training that we did was on customer care. And the reason why this is so timely is because there's one thing to have everybody talking during the holidays and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure it's easy to get in front of them and, you're sending out Christmas cards and yada, yada, yada. But what happens in January? You have to make sure that you have a strategy for how to keep in touch and how to stay in front of people throughout the entire year. Otherwise, you're going to, first of all, the phone's going to feel like it's about 600 pounds when you realize that it's June and you haven't talked to them since they bought something from you in December. But also, You may find out next October when you contact them about another holiday special that they already have another consultant. They've already, you know, whatever, somebody that was more present. Customer loyalty is very difficult in this day and age because people do what is convenient. People do what is easy. It's in our nature. It's what we do. So if there's another consultant that is contacting your customer, if you don't have a good, firm relationship with that customer, they're going to go somewhere else. And you can't blame them because it's human nature. You would do the same thing. So make sure that you are cleaning out your customer list. Here's the other thing too. Going into 2017 and working with your team, you're going to have to find that balance. So you need a way to have an organized customer care list and an organized customer contact strategy, CCS, so that you can manage both, so that you are still running your business and your team. I talk a lot about, you know, when people say, what is the leadership balance? Well, guys, come on, what is balance? How much do you have to have on each side? 50%. So you have to still be working your business and still be working with your team. That's how you keep form. Remember the paddles on the boat and whatever, you got to keep both of them going at the same time? Same thing is true. So during this downtime, during these like 2 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks of 2016, clean up your customer list and get everything ready for going forward. You have that contact. Hey, I see people coming in again. All right, so here's another part that's not so fun. Actually, it goes fun and then not fun, and then I hate how that feels. All right, so the first thing is to talk about what worked. Go back and look at every single month. Go back through your planner, go back through your downline reports if you can, go back through Facebook, okay? And you can look and see pictures and stuff like that, because we forget things that we've done over the course of the year. Year's a long time. So look at what worked. Was there an incentive that you ran last spring that your team was really, really open to? Was there an email blast that you did, and the title or the subject or the way that you had it formatted really seemed to garner engagement? Look back and see what worked, and then look at what didn't work. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Okay? You have to be willing to say, this didn't work. As much as you loved it, as much as you put your heart and soul into it, maybe even as much as somebody else said it was gonna work, if it didn't work for you, that's okay. You don't have to do it again. You don't have to keep trying the same thing. It's like beating your head against a wall. But there may be part of it that worked. Or was there something that you did a little bit differently, or something that maybe if you just tweak this one little thing. What I've always found interesting is when it comes to marketing or social media engagement or, you know, whatever, sometimes it's just the tiniest little tweak can make such a huge difference. The thing is, you have to evaluate it and know it and have spent some time on it to know what that tweak may be, or what, you know, what you could add to or take away. And then the last thing is, what did you mean to do but never did? Okay, we all have lists. I have a list in my planner, and I have a list in my Trello board of all things that I meant to do that I haven't done. It's not fun to look at it, but here's the thing. You gotta admit and figure out, all right, what did I say I was gonna do and didn't? What did I mean to do but didn't? We get busy. We, you know, there's one person we've got running each one of our individual businesses, and some of you have outside jobs and kids and parents and spouses and roommates and, you know, whatever, pets, oh my gosh, all kinds of other stuff. So don't beat yourself up for not doing it. But before you add to the list again, before you buy a new course or take on a new project or whatever, go through and evaluate the things that you meant to do in 2016. I can tell you, like with going through my email inbox, for instance, there were courses and classes and stuff like that that I signed up for, paid for and never logged in, okay? Because I had the best of intentions when I did it, but I never did. I'm running Party Pen Divas all by myself. So, the thing is, you may have the exact same thing, but I had totally forgotten that I even signed up for them. So guess what I get to do over the next 3 weeks, right? Plus, it means that I don't have to spend again next year. And that is important. Go over your expenses. Are there things that you are signed up for that are just auto drafting out of your account that you aren't paying attention to, or that you don't realize until they bill? Here's the thing. It's tax time anyway. This is, and I know tax, it's like a 4-letter word. That is a 3-letter word, but that's what's coming up next. January, February, March, April, it's all tax time. So you want to spend these next 2.5, 3 weeks going over your expenses. Look through bank accounts, look through statements. If you have Gmail, you can put in the search the word receipt, okay? And that will pull up all of the receipts, and then you can print them. You can, see what is recurring, what isn't, that kind of stuff. This will make taxes much, much easier. But here's the other thing too. Same thing about expenses is that you need write-offs. You need some expenses. Otherwise, like, all that money's coming in and you're gonna pay a whole lot on taxes, okay? So you want to spend these next 3 weeks. What are things that you can invest in that you can then write off a month from now? It's going to help your taxes by having that thing to write off. It's an expense, but if it's something that you're going to use. So this is the time that I buy office equipment. I bought, oh my gosh, I bought $300 worth of paper from Office Depot. And they were like, are you crazy? Are you sure? Because I'm getting ready for Diva Success System planners, because we've got a ton of those on order. So, those type of things. What do you use? Vistaprint. Now's a great time. They have a ton of stuff on sale. So go ahead and order all of your stuff. On Monday, we talked about the customer care. So having those birthday cards and having those anniversary cards. Go ahead and make up a new catalog. It doesn't have to have a picture of the new catalog in order for it to pique interest. Create something beautiful on Canva, or use something that they already have in stock to create a new catalog postcard. Go ahead and order it in. It's all on sale. You get to write it off already, on next year's taxes, so you'll get your return on it. So it's only, I'm saying like it's an expense, but you should get money back. And then when you know it's coming, you're ahead of the game and you can get it done. So clean out the things that you do not need and go ahead and set up the things that you do need. Think far enough ahead. The other thing is to make sure that you back up. This is a great time of year. Download reports, okay? If you have a zip drive, jump drive, the cloud, however you want to do it, Trello, however you want to do it, download reports, download sales reports, download all the different things that you can. If there are, product knowledge things in your corporate office, back office and stuff like that, download all those and do a backup, do a clean backup. I actually did a backup and a full factory restore yesterday on my iPhone. I have 5 gigs of memory left now. The thing was slow as Christmas. I was starting to say, oh, it's because the new one came out, so of course mine's gonna, brick up or whatever. But no, it was just because everything saves all these temporary files and all that kind of garbage. So back everything up and then clean everything up. I'm going to run the same restore on my Mac, on my MacBook, on my iPad. Like, this is, again, we're spring cleaning. We're cleaning all that stuff up so that we can start fresh, new in 2017, which brings us to the last thing, and I'm going to actually be done a little bit early, which is to start looking at 2017. So you spend the first 2 weeks or so doing all these things, cleaning up, cleaning out, getting rid of, ordering in, the new stuff that you need, setting up the new stuff that you need, and then get your calendar out. If you're using a Diva Success System calendar, or if you have your own calendar, or maybe you just can't do the paper thing and so you're going all techie, Start planning now. Go ahead and look forward into the year. What do you want to celebrate? Don't wait until 4 days before a holiday to realize, oh, I need to post something about that. I need to throw out an email about that, or I need to go ahead. There are tons of sites that talk about all of the holidays in the new year. Your corporate office probably has a calendar somewhere that talks about, when is convention, when are regional trainings. Go ahead and write in all of your corporate trainings. Go ahead and put in all of our webinars. Put the holidays. When are you going to have your Christmas party in 2017? Like all kinds of things. All of that. Go ahead and plug it in. Because see, the thing is, 2017 is going to go by just as fast as 2016. So you want to make sure that you have every single thing that you need in your business organized, planned out, so that nothing takes you by surprise. Part of being prepared, running a well-oiled business, having a business that you run, it doesn't run you, so that you're not, scattered and stressed and whatever. It's all about preparation, okay? It's time management, it's preparation, it's not having anything catch you off guard. You expect what is going to happen next. I saw a thing that says the best way for you to control the future is to make it and to design it. So if you want 2017 to be your year, and I've heard that a whole lot of times, and it's going to be my year, you have to create it. You have to create what it is that you want. And so spend some time. We're going to hit it hard the first week of January. But spend some time really getting into how you can plan out the year. When you are so ahead and you're like, there's a special in June, I already got the postcard. There's no stress. Then at your leisure, you get to fill it out and get it in the mail. And it's not that big of a deal.